Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Hbar. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about Hbar. And once again, this is the 7-day chart. We have steady upward movement on this cryptocurrency, and we're still sitting just under 6 cents. We actually broke above 6 cents over the last 48 hours. But this is the time you want to keep buying up Hbar. You don't want to be chasing the massive green candles later. Here are crypto's top coins by development activity, and you see Hedera Hbar is number 4. Eventually, Hbar will be number 1 around development as well. And I can't believe ADA took the number 1 spot. I got out of ADA a long time ago. That money's now sitting in Hbar, Casper, and XRP. Palo IT is a global tech company partnered with Hedera. Today, they minted Palo coin on Hedera and previously minted Channel CyberSafe coin. Their list of clients is world-class: Airbus, Visa, Disney, BMW, etc. You know, you could tie Hedera to literally anything you can think of. Insurance, healthcare, supply chain, tokenization, NFTs, Sociify, GameFi. The list goes on and on. And if it's not Hedera directly, it's always partners of Hedera that are growing out at the same time. This is a cryptocurrency that most people are overlooking right now. It's very undervalued right now. But the growth around it is absolutely incredible, and it continues on a daily basis. In this clip, Hedera founder and Hashgraph inventor Lehman Baird and Jesse discuss just how powerful the files that Twigital creates really are. Take a listen to this.
The cool thing about these USD files is that this is what Twigital creates. You can create scenes from these files. So you can have a blank canvas and put things in motion. We can spin this and make a movie of it. We can orbit this with another object that you like, or do things, and we're just at the leading edge of that. And I think those types of things, after you make a Twigital and you have this basic file, I think of it the same way as when you describe people, you provided this beautiful layer 1 network with all these native services that allow us to do this. And I'm imagining you thinking, what cool things will people build, and you've said this, with or on Hedera. And I feel the very same way. When people use Twigital, I view it as this basic utility, just like a water faucet. This is how you create them. And then after you create them, there's so many things you'll be able to do with them, including making movies, making animations, making a basket of insurable goods to sell to an insurer, whatever you want to do. But we're just the utility that creates these objects, and then they will end up populating all of these spaces that we're talking about, shared worlds, I suppose, included in that.
Very good. That's exciting. So I'm looking forward to this future, where we have assets like these that you can go. Maybe there's marketplaces for assets where you can do it. You can build your own movie. You can build your own environment. I guess the USD files probably include things like rigging. They even have that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
So you could ultimately have these things very easily, bring them into your movie and make them then do things in your movie. I love that.
What's great about Twigital is it takes on tokenization and it creates digital twins. And that's an industry that's just getting started. I talked about that in previous videos. That's going to expand and grow so fast. It's going to bring a lot of value back to Hedera, back to Hbar. This has become a reoccurring theme. Tells you something, isn't it? More enterprises will switch to Hedera Hbar once they learn about Hedera and the governing council. Until recently, our default blockchain has been Ethereum. Ethereum has tremendous mindshare, especially amongst leading-edge blockchain developers, and at least until recently was economically, at least in comparison to Bitcoin. However, we recently decided to switch our default anchoring protocol to Hedera. In this blog, I want to briefly explain our decision-making process and share our experience with Hedera Hashgraph. What's going on at Ethereum is it's way too expensive. And people realize there's better networks out there. And once that happens, they automatically want to get away from Ethereum as quick as they possibly can. We see it happening around XDC, XRP Ledger, Hedera as well. And that's going to continue into the future. But yet, so many Ethereum holders and investors, they just don't want to believe it. They can't bring themselves to believe Ethereum will be a thing of the past in the future. But it's happening right now, leading up to what's going to come later. He's basically trying to copy Hedera and dumping ADA. Hedera has fixed fees and ready for Fortune 500 companies. You are way behind, Charles. You know, when you can't beat Hedera, what do? You copy it. And that's what I see happening with Midnight as well, that Charles is creating. But this is one of the reasons I got away from ADA, is Charles. Not that there was anything really wrong with ADA, I just no longer believed in the leadership. And when it comes to investing real money into something, you want to look at every single aspect. You want to see the tokenomics. You want to see how the network's growing. And leadership plays an important part for me. It's one of the reasons I will continue to buy up XRP, because I believe in Brad Garlinghouse. Same reason I continue to buy HBAR, because I believe in Lehman's vision. I no longer believe in Charles's vision, is what I'm saying. After a lot of positive feedback on how Google could leverage Hedera, today I'd like to cover how Governing Council member Boeing could revolutionize air travel and warfighters using Hashgraph. Now, you don't hear much talk about Boeing, and no one ever really covers this either. That's why I wanted to share this thread. Aircraft maintenance logging. Using Hedera's technology, aircraft maintenance could be documented in an immutable way with timestamps and on-chain change logs. At the same time, using SSI and VCs, one could backtrack to the person, team, who maintained each part. Certificates of authenticity and recycling of parts. Recently, there was a massive scandal about fake plane parts being used by an airline. With Hedera, Boeing could issue a digital product passport for each part of an airplane, ensuring authenticity and historical records. Private radar for military. Using Hedera, Boeing could implement a system that would transmit sensor data, including location, vibration, and temperature, in an encrypted format, all through a channel that is post-quantum secure and cannot be intercepted. Airplane financing. Using tools that are built on Hedera, such as Swiss Coast, airlines could post collateral and flexible access plane parts and even large orders. Boeing could also create tokenized planes and capture the secondary aircraft market by building a marketplace. In-flight payments, micropayments via drop, built on Hedera for content on infotainment systems, food, upgrades, could generate a lot of value for airlines. In the air commerce is limited today and very cumbersome. It could be powered by Hedera instead. I thought that was absolutely incredible, and it shows you how easy Hedera can fix multiple things in the airline industry, and how it could be game-changing when it comes to war fighters as well. You know, the sky is the limit for Hedera, and I just said that because we were talking about airlines. So who else saw the Hedera mainnet average 2,200 transactions per second recently, up from 1,350. Why the boost? You know, we are absolutely going to crush 30 billion transactions by the end of this month. Things are amping up all the time. On the back of an incredible, successful KC42, Karate Combat's up-only gaming app continues to grow quickly month over month. Over 5,500 token holders participated this past weekend, almost all using KC's slick mobile apps built on top of Blade Labs' Hedera SDK. Retention has been incredibly high despite 6-week gaps between events. Our first 2 cohorts experienced almost zero churn over the last 2 events, and our third cohort is currently outpacing our second. Karate Combat 43 on December 15th is set to be the league's biggest ever, headlined by 2 UFC champions. The top 100 up-only gaming earners from this past weekend are eligible to receive 2 free tickets to the event. More details on that later this week. To dig into the numbers even more, you can always check the league's evolving transparency dashboard. And don't forget to download the apps and fill your wallet with karate. Karate Combat is also amping up and building out very fast. We're seeing a lot of growth around that as well. Hbar has flipped BUSD to become the 31st largest cryptocurrency in the world by market value. Wait until Hbar is a top 5 cryptocurrency. That's going to happen in the future. Welcome to Hbar Hedera community. Huge ecosystem of dApps across DeFi, NFTs suggest starting out by getting the Hashpack app wallet and exploring the dApps tab. Also, you can explore the ecosystem here. And if you're new to crypto and you were looking to invest in Hbar, definitely take a look at the ecosystem. It shows you how well-rounded Hedera actually is. You see the Web3 ecosystem applications, and it's a vast array of companies, game-changing companies building out on Hedera. Enterprise applications, network explorers, tooling and integration, grants and accelerators, partner program, governing council. Take one good look at that, and that will make you want to buy Hbar time and time again. But again, we got to stay patient and stay positive as things continue to come together and build out. Hbar is going to have an epic run in the next run-up. Prepare for it now while the price is still sitting here just under 6 cents. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. Let's get rich together. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.